class I was all excited about last week? Of course you do. That's why you came back, so let's get right into it. So my first week's task was to sketch approximately 20 thumbnail sketches, just to get my ideas flowing and get them out of my head and onto paper. So I love this idea, and it's not something that I had ever done before, and God, it would have saved me so much pain back when I was doing traditional art. Oh my gosh, because sometimes I would get started on something and then I would think of a better way to convey the idea that I was trying to put down on paper. So I didn't post my 20 sketches because it was just too overwhelming. I mean, it wouldn't have been that interesting anyway, but I did post the 6 that I have to narrow it down to and put them in values, right? So they're black and white, shades of gray. Shades of gray. I didn't use 50 though. So I wanted to kind of go through those and maybe kind of explain them a little bit, because I know a lot of you are not necessarily into Cthulhu Mythos and you don't necessarily know what is suggested there, right? Okay, so let's go over them, shall we? Okay, so sketch number 1, so we're gonna go left to right, top to bottom, right? This is a take on John Tenniel's original illustration. You probably recognize it if you've seen a lot of the old Alice in Wonderland illustrations from the original book. So it's the caterpillar, but my take on the caterpillar is, well, it's Yog-Sothoth. I know a lot of you don't know what that is, but it's like a great old one. It's a monster. Normally, the great old ones are like the size of a 20-story building, so you know, the caterpillar is probably not quite as big as he should be, but big enough for the sketch. And what Alice is holding behind her back is called an elder sign, and it's my take on an elder sign. An elder sign is generally usually carved into something, but I thought it was kind of cool if she was holding a physical elder sign, which H.P. Lovecraft described as a branch with 6 branches. I can't remember. I don't know, but it's something like that, so it's close enough. And if I decide that I want to change it a little bit, I still have the opportunity to do that, of course. And that is actually supposed to help protect oneself or ward off the great old ones, or at least their minions anyway. Usually, once a great old one comes, you're out of luck. So. Number 2, the only thing I really feel like needs an explanation are the things in the back, right? So they're deep ones. They're minions of either Cthulhu or Dagon, or, you know, depending on what story you're in. And I have them masked, and they're masked with the suits in a card deck, right? Hearts, clubs, diamonds, and spades. You probably can't see them all because I had to erase some of them. But, and they're generally a little more fishy looking, but it's a sketch, so it's small. It's just to convey the idea that I want to do. And of course, the huge cat in front is going to be the Cheshire Cat. And I did want him to look a little more sinister, but, you know, it's a thumbnail. It's just getting the idea out, right? Number 3. Number 3. I love the monster in that, which is really just a mix of monsters, really, or from my memory anyway. I can't even tell you what story it would have come from, although, well, I can think of one that kind of comes from, but it's just a nasty mess, let's just say that. But I don't like how she's running, and I think that the composition would need to be redone, but I think I'm probably going to save that one for a personal piece later, because I really like the way the monster came out, and the idea, it's really creepy looking, right? Wouldn't you lose your sanity if you saw something like that in real life? Number 4, she's holding a great big tome under her arm. Could be the Necronomicon, could be a dream journal, whichever the viewer prefers. But she thinks that she's going to control a great old one. And as all good Lovecraftian fans know, you cannot control that which you summon. Maybe that's one of my favorites. Number 5 was really just supposed to be, just from the bust up, to have something easy to work with, so that if I get a little overwhelmed by the other complicated ones, you know, I have something to fall back on. So it kind of had that Halloween vibe to it with the bunny mask. It kind of looks a little bit like the creepy Michael Myers mask to me. But he was just supposed to be a creepy bunny with matted fur and dirty and just, you know, looming behind her, that kind of thing. That's what it was supposed to be. Number 6, once again, Alice is summoning that which she does not truly know and is a full-on cultist and completely mad at this point. Good luck, dear. You're going to need it. So that's my breakdown of my thumbnails. If you have a favorite, please comment below. And let me know, except for number 3. I'm definitely not doing number 3. But if you are enjoying my journey and would like to follow along, please like and subscribe. And I will see you next week.